Two basic ways to fillet a trout. First one here, you want to grab behind the gill plate. You're going to put your knife the whole way down through until you get to the spine. You can feel it, don't cut through the spine. You turn your knife at the spine, you just cut the whole way straight back, follow the spine the whole way down through to the tail of the fish. You just go the whole way out the tail, cut the whole way through. That's going to be your first fillet. There is some stuff on here. We're going to clean that off in a little bit. You flip the other side, bring this down, cut this out. And you won't be able to see it here, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And then I'll show you when I'm done. It doesn't take long. You're just doing the same thing. You're going to follow the spine the whole way down to the end. Okay. Now this in here has a little. If there's a piece attached on there, because I didn't go the whole way through, just go ahead and just trim that right off. See, so you're going to get rid of that. Now you got your two fillets. You can rinse this off a little bit. You know, I don't really mind the blood. I'm used to blood. So you got the spine, the stomach here that you cut through. You're just going to take this here. You're going to follow the bone, cut right in underneath the bone, and you're going to go outward. And you can see the blade of the knife underneath the bone. And you're just going to go the whole way out to the end. Just cut that off. Okay, so that's the first fillet. When you're done, flip it around to the tail part. Put your fingers down on it. Push down and just back and forth, slow motion. Keep your knife flat against the board, and you just go the whole way out, and then that takes your skin right off. So your skin's completely gone from your trout, and there's your fillet. There's nothing on there. You can trim it up a little bit. There's a little fat right here if you want to take the fat off. If you don't, just leave it on. It ain't gonna hurt nothing, and that's the one. The next piece is the same. You're gonna take it, follow the stomach bones right down and outward in an angle until you get most of the bones done and the meat out, and you're just going to cut it straight through like this. Get rid of that. Turn this around to the tail side, to the thin side. There's a little bone right there you can see. It could be white colored. Put your finger here, start down, keep your knife nice and flat. Just move it slightly the whole way down through and come right out. Make sure your knife is nice and sharp. And there you got your fillet. Rinse that off, trim off the fat on the back. Roll these in a little bit of flour, some Old Bay, salt and pepper. Fry them in some olive oil, and it's delicious. So that's the first way.
Pause. Go.
Okay, the second way to fillet a trout is I like to do if I have a whole lot of them, is I actually cut in at the butt, come right up through the stomach, the whole way up to the top. Like that. You pull open the gill plate, you rip the gill plate. Stick your finger down in the down in the stomach, rip backwards, it'll pull all that out and your guts will come out with it. Once you're done with you pull the guts out, just rinse your fish a little bit. Grab a hold of the back side of the fish, bust its neck backwards, pull it straight down like a banana. So you're grabbing on the fish. Sometimes it gets a little slippery. You sort of get used to it after a while. Pull it the whole way down, rinse your hand, grab onto the meat side, pull the rest of the way. It'll come the whole way off. Once you're done with that, you're done skinning your fish. You got the fish done. Now you're just going to do the same as you would with the first way. It's actually coming in, down the spine. You're going to follow the spine out through. This is actually probably a little faster, I think, than the opposite way. You cut that off. Check, see if you got a bone. You can see that little white spot. That's the only bone that's in the fish. Just take and you can actually put your knife right underneath the bone. Slide that down. Just get rid of that little bone. So there you got your fillet. You can trim off the back and the back fat if you want. Like that. And there's one. Second one. Same thing. Start from the back. Come down to the spine. Just follow it the whole way down through. You just be careful that you don't put too much force, go through the fish, and cut yourself. That's done. Rinse that off. That here is belly fat. There's no bone there, but I'm going to trim it anyhow. Like that. And I can see there's no bones in there. It's a perfect fillet. And that took, I don't even know, less than a minute to clean a trout. And there you go. And that's it. Thanks.